Hello to the Acoustics family. I'm Gary Yakubian, I'm president of SVS. This is Nick Brown, our vice president of marketing, and welcome to the SVS CES 2024 experience. This is our Ultra Evolution series. It is the culmination of a sonic journey that we started together more than 12 years ago, really. And it really is the pinnacle of our vision of bringing uncompromised reference performances to more people. Nick, you want to talk about how you see these?
So there's a ton of cool technology stories going on. And if you followed SVS, you know we don't do a ton of product launches, but when we do them, it's a complete remake of the ecosystem. We don't just slap a new finish on and call it a new series. So this takes everything that we've learned, like Gary was saying, in all of our speaker engineering, and it's the culmination, like he said, of all of that knowledge. And there's some really cool things here as far as the technology goes, and even with the cabinet architecture that Gary will talk a little bit about, and the driver configuration. Like, there is a lot going on here that's going to make these stand out in a field of hi-fi that truly has never been done before.
Yeah, we're trying to bring technology and performance that's never been available anywhere near these price points. And the first thing I want to talk about is the front baffle, which is an acoustically centered time-aligned front baffle. What I mean by that is they're time-aligned. You can see that outward from the tweeter, the baffle comes forward, and downward from the tweeter, the baffle comes forward. And what that does is it creates a perfect vertical plane for the sound from the drivers to come to your ears. So the sound from each driver arrives at your ears at the same instant. Also, because it's acoustically centered, the speaker functions essentially as a point source. So not only in time does the sound arrive at your ears, but in space. It comes from a specific point in space. The result for the listener is that you will have a convincing, accurate, refined, and very rock-solid sound stage. Also, we're showing all new drivers. The star, I think, is our diamond-coated aluminum tweeter. It is amazing. It's one of the best drivers I've ever seen in any speaker, and it is it comes by virtue of a technology that really wouldn't have even been possible 10 years ago. Vapor, which is a vapor deposition of diamond dust. It's really cool. The breakup frequency of the tweeter is so high that it's way beyond audibility. It makes the tweeter effortless, airy, detailed, but always refined and not in your face in terms of its sonic signature. And Nick, you want to talk about the woofer configuration?
Absolutely. So with our tower speaker specifically here, you'll see this is our Ultra Evolution Titan right in the middle of our towers within the Evolution series. And what we have here is a force balanced array. So you'll see two woofers on the front, but also corresponding on the back of the cabinet, two woofers on the back. And these are in their own separate enclosures, and they're force balanced. So what that means is they're moving in parallel to each other, which creates cancellation of any sort of vibrational energy or any resonance that could carry into the cabinet. So you just get absolutely clean, tight, very precise bass, but also authoritative bass. It's able to really smooth itself out throughout the room so you don't get those nodes. And you essentially, when you have a pair of these towers, 8 different woofers firing in all different directions, again, to help create that even bass response throughout the room, but always clean, tight, accurate, and pristine. So there's a lot going on as far as the technology goes, even to the point with the tweeter diffuser. I mean, we went through multiple prototypes of this to get to the point it's got this organic cellular lattice to it that really we found was the most high performance that you could get from a tweeter diffuser. And yes, it's meant to protect the tweeter, but it just adds another element of no stones left unturned in terms of speaker engineering.
Yeah, and the way I would probably conclude this is say this is, our journey at SVS is to bring reference sound to more people and to do it in price ranges where it's never before been possible. And I'm really proud of the engineering team for what they accomplished with our Ultra Evolution series. And based on the response at the show, because today is the first day any humans that don't work at SVS have seen them, I'm really encouraged that we're on the right path with that.
A few final details. We're going to have these available later in Q1, and there's going to be 3 different towers, 2 different bookshelves, a dedicated center, and then also our Ultra Elevation, which is probably the most demanded speaker we've had over the last few years. So this is our most ambitious product launch, and we know the acoustics community is going to get very excited about it.
Large towers, which we call the Ultra Pinnacles, are $5,000 a pair. The mid towers, which you've been filming, Brian, those are our Ultra Titans. They're $4,000 a pair. And we have our Ultra Towers are $3,000 a pair. And we have our Ultra Evolution bookshelves. They're $12.99 a pair. Our Ultra Evolution Nano bookshelf, which is a smaller bookshelf, $8.99 a pair. The Ultra Elevation, which is the step up from the Prime Elevation, $8.99 a pair, and the Ultra Evolution Center Channel, $8.99. Okay, great to see Acoustics and the Acoustics family. Hello from Vegas, and goodbye from Vegas.